Hey everyone, this is Peter from Roland. I'm here at InStuff Music in Pittsburgh talking about the TR-08 drum boutique. The TR-08 is based off of the TR-808 drum machine, and it has the same exact look, programming style, and sound of the original. It really sounds very lifelike and organic. So they kind of shrunk it down to the boutique form factor, added a built-in speaker, battery power, and a bunch of options that weren't available on the original. So things like tuning and built-in compression. And put out the TR-08, and it's really fun and easy to use. It's a great kind of melding of vintage and modern technology kind of into one box. You have things like the USB on the back that will stream each track individually into your DAW, acting as a sound card. But you also have this really great kind of a retro style of programming that still proves to be kind of innovative. So let's take a look at that. If I have the sequence running, I can start to program some notes. So as long as this is in the pattern right position right here, I can select the first part, select a drum, lay down some notes in both measures. Go to snare drum. Then what's really kind of my favorite thing to do is not necessarily step sequence, but use the tap button to do real-time note input. And then it'll quantize everything to the grid, so even if I'm a little sloppy, it still kind of puts it into the same groove. And despite the fact that there's no shuffle applied right now, there's still a little bit of a feeling to it, which I think is its greatest strength, is that it has that kind of vibe of the original. Go to hand clap right here. Maybe add a cymbal at the first measure. And you have something that sounds exactly like an 808, but it's shrunken down into a boutique size. So if I went into the menu system here, I can access options like tuning. I could select the drum that I want to just the tuning of, say the bass drum. I can turn that way down. Go back up to things like this, the hi-hats right here. Have something that's a little bit more tinny, a little bit more high-end. And it's not changing a sample around, it's using the circuit model technology that's internal to here to get a really lifelike type of sound to it. So even things like adjusting the decay has a really kind of pleasant and really nice way that it shapes the sound. I can turn it all the way down to get something that's really kind of tight. I can even do things like change the model of the bass drum right here. It has the normal 808 bass drum and also the modded long decay version, which was a mod that people would do to their old 808s. Now this has it included in there, so you can get two different types of characters of that. So then you can also use panning because the output is a stereo 1/8 inch. I can pan the sounds to whatever position I want. I can do things like link the hi-hats and other things. So the TR-08 is just a really kind of great, it could be a starter drum machine. It could be a very specific designated 808 style drum machine, because using something like this is a lot more engaging than using 808 samples. The 808 samples might be running through like a crazy effect chain, but you're kind of locked into what that sounds like, and you can EQ it and tune it up and down, but it doesn't really change the character of what the sound is. So this is a really great solution because it's really small, it's really convenient to use. It powers over USB, so you don't really need to connect it to anything in particular. You could just plug it into your computer and start streaming 808 sounds into your session, or you can bring it live as well. One thing I really like to do is to take advantage of the trigger output, which actually outputs analog voltage, so you can clock analog synths and sequencers. So this thing is really awesome, and it's available at InStuff Music. So please check it out, and thanks for watching.